Hello, happy Wednesday. You are on the Heart of Success show, and I'm your host, Larissa Vakulina. I go live every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Adelaide time, and I speak here about success. Not only the outer success that we all like to have, but also the inner success. So here I'm sharing tools, techniques, methods, and inspiration and motivation about how you can create all success in all areas of your life, inner and outer. So today I really didn't know what to speak about, and I thought I share with you something that happened with me, and just to get you to contemplate on something that happening around the world. And here in South Australia now we are complete 7 days lockdown, and I invite you to use this time very effectively, and basically helping you to understand how we, each of us, me, you, and someone else, like all of us, can contribute into helping for the positive change around the world on a planet here. So it's time to stop blaming. It's time to stop focusing on ourselves, on our homes, on the space around us. It is understandable that people are taking the least resistant way of expressing themselves, the least resistant way of reacting. So it's a reaction. So basically it is blaming, judging, expressing angriness, and it is all expressed through that reaction that is triggered by outside things that happening, right? So I would like to share with you what happened with me a few days ago. Is that I found a very aggressive kind of a message with photos and explanation of how people died from the tragedy that happened with one of the planes back 2 years ago in Ukraine. And there's a few Australian citizens died through this, catastrophe. But the media was manipulating this information and blamed Russia for this accident. So, of course, the media and informational war that is going on right now is manipulating and speculating information. And there are people in South Australia seem to be knowing that I am a representative of Russian diplomatic mission. I'm honorary consul of Russian Federation here in South Australia, and I'm representing this country on a voluntary basis. And that's what happened, that they brought this aggressive message with blaming Russia and personally myself about this accident that happened back a couple of years ago. And I had my grandchildren with me. We've been driving out and in to the property, and they've been asking, what is it? And most of them can read and things like that. So, I mean, I needed to explain to grandchildren about the duality and polarity and emotional reactions that people are expressing towards each other, towards governments, towards all of other opinions. And today I want to talk about this, about how we are actually manipulated, and we are pulling into these emotional reactions through the media information, through all this social medias and also the official media, we are constantly we bombarded by information that we need to check up with ourselves, with intelligence of our hearts, if this information resonates with you, or if this information is to some extent is somehow in your system feels like there's some kind of manipulation or this kind of untruthfulness in there, because our systems are so sensible to actually have discernment and have this BS detector, so that we actually can identify within ourselves what resonates with us and what is not. So even right now, with all this total block in our state, we need to check up with ourselves what is really truthful for us or what is not. Because when we just blindly believe, we then pulled into the emotional reaction, and this is really what they want. The leaders of the world, or whoever is creating this crisis, they want us to react emotionally, and they pull us into this emotional reaction, and we keep in polarity. We are ourselves keeping duality. We are ourselves keeping that separation, instead of start to focus on our inner state. This is the golden opportunity. This is the time. While we are in lockdown, please go within yourself. Check up with you. How do you feel about certain information? How do you feel about reactions? How do you feel about blames and judgments? How do you participate in it? How do you contribute into keeping that polarity and duality? So these reactive behaviors that we expressing everywhere around the world right now is actually helping the split. It helps to keep the conflict going on, and that's what I would like to invite you to start to look within and create that and start to work on creating the heart-based living. What does that mean? Well, it means that when we start to practice self-love, when we start to practice forgiveness of ourselves and others, when we start to practice gratitude, when we start to grow and strategically develop our own inner maturity, well, then we become an objective observers of what's going on, and we are not so easy to pull into the different sides of the polarity, different extremes of the duality. So then we hold that strength within ourselves, and we also, by having our own vibration of the emotional maturity and stability, can help others and affect others in the same way. We then can create that vibration of the peace and unity, rather than the vibration of the conflict. So I know this is truth for me, because when I have clients and I work with them and I go into the dimension of our core and essence, I invite that essence of the client to go over that band of noise around the world, around the earth. Right now we have a very, very distorted and very, very loud band of noise that is suppressing you and exactly wanting you to be in emotional reaction. So our responsibility, individual responsibility right now, is to work within yourself on your own inner state, so that you can disattach from that band of noise and create your own personal vibration of love. How can we accumulate love in such a distorted and very aggressive world? Well, this is the task. Well, this is the task. No one said it's going to be easy, but this is the only way to increase our collective pivoted point into the peace and the manifestation of the world we all so strongly wanting and desiring. So I know that there's so much going on right now, and of course that band of noise around the world is such a strong field right now that it is pulling everyone in, and everyone is keep contributing by having different opinions and having different solutions that are not life supporting, like solutions about blaming others, solutions about judging others, and this is not life supporting. This is not peace supporting resolutions. So what I am trying to tell you here and invite you, start to focus within and start to disattach yourself from that band of noise by stopping watching TV and official news. If you have the news that are disturbing, just check with intelligence of your heart. How does that sit with you? I believe that we all right now in a space where we all feel that there's some sort of fakery is going on, some sort of artificialness is going on. Don't you agree? I feel within myself, but what I am doing, I'm constantly checking up with myself, and I'm constantly in that objective witnessing of what's going on, and I'm not connecting to that judgmental noise, and I'm not proving myself that that I'm better or someone better or whatever. I'm just inviting you through focusing on yourself, create that unity field that will be counter neutralizing the distorted and very conflicting field around the world right now. So what I would like to say to you is that there's a three, and also if you feel that when you're not actively participating, because a lot of people saying we need to actively participate. What does that mean? Actively participating, it means going for the protest. Again, it's fine, you go on the protest, but it needs to be within that intentional harmony of peace and love, and not within the intention of I'm here because I hate you and I want to change that, right? When we go with the frequency of hate, even if we do go with a desire on a peaceful protest, but within we hold the frequency of protesting aggressively because we tired of what's going on. We feel fear. We feel unfairness. So if we vibrate on that, well, through the humanity, how many lessons of using this type of resolution? It never worked. So we need to start to look at resolutions that are different. And this is the only resolution that we can make through our own inner state, when we change the state of our vibration, when we contribute into this global vibration of the peace, which is already happening. It's a big field, and a lot of people are start to live from integrity, from the heart base vibration. Many people creating communities and activities that are helping for the positive change on a global level. So I have these three points for you today that maybe can help you on your day-to-day living right now in a lockdown. Stop watching TV and official news. Stop being reactive and attaching emotionally to one side or another side. So check within yourself if that information is resonates with you, or if not, if it's not. So forgive yourself and others. Cultivate love in your personal life around you. Cultivate and create harmony around you. This is how we can actually transform this conflicting crisis of duality and polarity into that united state. So the gratitude, yes, I'm seeing a few people here with me. MJ, thank you for joining me. And gratitude is so essential to a fulfilled life. There's a someone that I cannot see the name, Facebook user. The fast flow of and access to information makes it even more important to verify facts before believing and spreading it. Absolutely. How that up to the point. So we are so fast to be given our own emotional reaction to one side or another without even checking with some other sources, alternative sources, some other sources, and checking first, of course, within yourself. Our navigation system is the best and the most reliable navigation system that can sense the BS, and it is within us to follow that or not. And how are we expressing it? Through our behaviors, through our thoughts, through our feelings and emotions. So basically, mobilize and increase your effort of connecting to your heart. Start to cultivate that frequency of I am not giving up to this madness. I'm not giving up to this distorted information. I'm not giving up, and I'm not allowing myself to pull into this madness that's going on right now. I'm holding myself. I'm grounded. I'm holding my inner state, and I'm checking with myself what is for the best benefit for me and others right now in this state. The more people can do this, the better and more chances we can pivot this situation, and we can then create and manifest the world that we all so strongly wanted to have, right? And there is a scientific evidence already is about if we have this coherent heart and brain working together, we can create a very strong standing wave of the coherency that actually can influence dramatically on what's going on around us. I just would like to give you a reference to the HeartMath Institute, which I already referenced in my other shows, but today I would like to really point it out that they have the so-called the Global Coherence Initiative. If you go and Google it, you can find it. It's amazing what these people doing. They are confirming on a scientific, measurable level that once we are align our heart and our mind and in work it in coherent way, then we profoundly influencing everything around us and other people as well. So the more of us can learn how we can do this, the better it would be for the collective and global transformation. So they creating the so-called creating a coherent planetary standing wave by measuring the electromagnetic field of the Earth in the certain locations around the world, and they also measuring how electromagnetic field of the Earth is changing when there is a big events happening on a global scale with a humanity. If there are any protests, or if there are any kind of global meditations happening, and they measuring and collecting the data and statistical evidence of how we influencing our environment around us, the electromagnetic field that we actually living in. So what they doing, they have these signs of interconnectivity, and they placed in 6 places around the world the so-called magnometers. So this is the devices that are measuring constantly around the clock all the vibrations of the humans, and also the planetary system, how it is interconnected, and how we influencing the reaction or responses of the Earth. So there are 6 sensor sites operating around the clock around the globe. So I can tell you where they are. So one is in Boulder Creek, California, Hofuf, Saudi Arabia, Alberta, Canada, Beisogala, Lithuania, northern land region of the New Zealand, and KwaZulu Natal, South Africa. So these sites having very sensible set of the equipment that is measuring the waves of the human emotions. And that's what they're saying, that when there are events around the globe where a lot of human beings connect together on a level of the heart, and they have this global meditation, everything changes. So when there is a protest, and when there is intention and a frequency that the humans expressing from the anger and from that separation and duality, that shows as well. So it is all very materialistic and tangible and practical right now. And we can actually go there, and the site of the HeartMath Institute, get into the Global Coherence Initiative and become a member of that initiative, because they have number of different measurement instruments, and also they have also the application for your phone, where you can actually measure your own vibration. How amazing is that? So we can actually check up ourselves, how we what we feeling, how we vibrating, what is our frequency right now in that moment in relation to some sort of happenings that happen outside of us. So we will know what is going on inside of us. It's time to stop blaming. It's time to stop to focus on your inner state. And once you understand that there is a direct interconnectedness from what you feel and how you react or respond, well, then that's how our reality is. So I would like to finalize today with inviting you. As you know, I'm creating online course, and so through that course, I am having a step-by-step process of how within our own inner life and within our family life, we can create that coherency between our heart and our mind, and how we can then have return on that. So a lot of people not believing in this, but return on investment in your inner state is enormous, not only for you, but for everyone involved, for the global planetary Earth and humanity. So if you are, and I know South Australia is on full lockdown, everything is closed now. So if you are stressed, if you are feeling somehow out of your balance, I would like to show you that link so that you can actually download my free offer for you 5 minutes exercise to shift your mind from stress into that peaceful, much more open space of opportunities and possibilities. So go and download for free, get that for yourself, and start to practice. Get yourself from the state of stress, from the state of fear, into the state of peace, patience, love, compassion, gratitude, and contribute that to the global transformation towards better world. I would like to say thank you to everyone who joined me or whoever gonna be replying. Please put hashtag and reply so that I know you are with me on here. And if you would like to ask any questions, so just contact me. We can speak about it, or we can speak about healing. Everyone needs healing. The world needs healing. So we need to start with ourselves individually. I know you guys here, and thank you so much. I would like to just express my gratitude for your support, and I'll see you next Wednesday at 2 p.m. South Australian time. And let's have a little bit of music.